Hello, everyone, and welcome to my world and this week's continuation of our adventures through Star Trek Online on the Xbox gaming consoles. And we are still on Nimbus 3, the planet of galactic peace. I think we have two missions to do, which we will try and do back to back in this particular session. Trying to remember exactly where certain things are. Collect our achievements. Your considerable accomplishments are acknowledged by Lieutenant Farah. Alright. Believe we need to talk to Mr. Horace Jones.
You want information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you.
A Fistful of Gorn. This should be interesting.
When you first beamed down here, I wasn't so sure about you. But after what you did to Hassan...
We bent Hassan over a table and never mind.
You have some skills. So, some Freeman escaped with the triggers? Oh, tough break. I bet he's out of the sector by now. But if there's one man on this rock who'd know where to go next, it's Law. He can help you bring an end to all of this. Then we can all celebrate with some drinks at the bar.
I'm on it.
You want
The case, not necessarily the bar, I mean. So. So, let's get the some of these started here. Reason being, easy way to level up. And not to mention, I believe there are achievements associated with some of these as well. So we need to talk to Law in order. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Wow 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 wow. Bum 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 bum. We find a note written by Law to Tequila Venita Baxa. The Gorn that serve Hassan have taken notice of you. With Hassan out of the picture, they're making a move to show their strength. They're sending a man to kill you, but I decided to take him myself. I need to do this. I've lived the life of a coward, not the life of a Romulan. The Gorn will most likely kill me, but at least I will die taking the stand that I ran away from 2 years ago. I hope that you're the person you seem to be. If you are, you'll continue to help the people here after I'm gone. Epic cutscene. That is ruined by terrible rendering. It's a duel. Yep. I would joke even more about that, but the PC version also has terrible rendering on this cutscene too.
Now this is embarrassing.
Well, you should be embarrassed.
I leave a death note behind, and you find me alive. Yes, the situation isn't as bleak as I thought it was. You've got that look about you, though. One that says you need information.
I always need information. Explain the situation with the Tal'Shiar.
If they're anywhere on Nimbus, they're probably using the satellite stations to the south.
To the south, you
Hassan
say?
uses it to stay in contact with the Orion Syndicate without the risk of anyone intercepting his transmissions. I think that's how he coordinated his last attack. The Tal'Shiar could probably do the same thing. But that area is the territory of the Pack of Gorn separatists. They don't like anyone who's not a lizard. That will make it harder, but not impossible.
Yeah, hard but not impossible. At least with our weapons, it's probably going to be impossible.
Your best bet is to go to the canyon, disable the exterior satellite cables, gather the satellite codes from the Gorn, and then hack the main satellite.
You make it sound so simple.
Tal'Shiar on Nimbus off from their support. The canyon entrance has a giant rock arch over it. There are a couple of paths down from the upper rim to the bottom. In the meantime, I'm going to take stock of what I have here for some plans of my own.
Very well. If the Tal'Shiar are there, we may find Hakiv and all those missing people at the same time. Wait a second. How do we know about Hakiv at this point? Again, that is something you would see, or what makes more sense from the Romulan point of view if you're starting a character from the Romulan side. Because you would know who Hakiv is and get the total involvement. Matter of fact, Star Trek Online is actually best from being told from the Romulan perspective of things. Because the start point from their story is technically earlier, is the earliest start point in comparison to the Klingons and Federations without involving time travel. I mean, in terms of the time travel shenanigans, yes, the Discovery and original series start points make sense as it relates to everything involving time travel. It's like being a temporal agent and everything, because you get introduced to Daniels early on, and if there's a recruit period happening, you get all the extra goodies. But by and large, in terms of the base story, going from like the early 25th century onward, the Gorn set up a relay system to protect the network. We'll have to disable the 3 consoles on the way down to have a chance to override the main one. Oh, look, there's one right here. You chuck a grenade at him. It's like, nice. That's right, we just sit on the ground, pelting them off. We defeated 100 Gorn. It's like, doesn't seem like a lot. But then when you figure that one of the bigger accolades is kill 1,000 ground enemies, and yeah, Definitely doesn't seem like a lot. Wait, what the hell did I just say? I don't know. Take them down one by one. We can. I should just go like one by one by one. Did Submit just did a little squeal? I guess that's what it sounded like. Disable the Gorn satellite. Commander, the Gorn systems have additional protection from encryption, an encryption lockout. I could try to bypass it, but we run a risk of sending the system into high alert. We might need to try the direct approach. If we manually sever some of the cables, that will give us time to work on the bypass without setting off the system alert. To give us a better chance of success, we will need to recover security codes from the Gorn in the canyon. Very well, let's get moving. Don't mind me, I'm just going to cut this cable right in front of you, people. Like the Gorn are not that observant of what's in front of them. But they do enjoy the croissants. Again. Yeah, we're just cutting cables in front of these, in front of the Gorn. And which is hilarious in its own way. We have the codes. We can stop Akif from escaping once we override the main satellite. Yeah, but how the hell do we know who Akif is? Based on, you know, we're doing this from arriving from the 23rd century into the 25th century. And it is chucking rocks at us. I think if you blast 3 of them... Yep. I was right. I remember correctly. Dude, it is chucking rocks. Oh wait, there's a boss battle here. The chief engineer. Alright, so we can pick up a... Oof. We're just catching rocks all over the place. Dude, he just warped. Uh-oh. Server not responding. What's happening here? Connection to the server has timed out. Wait, what in the world? Wow, this is an awkward circumstance here. We are Well, we are recording this in real time. Let's see what happened. Alright, so my internet connection is totally borked. So, we're actually... Well, ironically, I'm recording this, but we'll throw it to the BRB screen to sort this out. Oddly enough. Or we shall... Because again, this is just my internet connection being weird. So we will throw this here for now. As we just will wait for it to restore. So we just getting the recording done entirely. Wow, I just realized the intro music is playing, as normally this is the start screen. So this is kind of like an unusual circumstance here. And I see exactly what happened. My upstream power levels have dropped to very below normal levels. As in within like upstream power levels at 32, 42, 35, and 35, which is not good. So I will, of course, forward these documentations to my internet service provider. Ah, boy. See, try and get something done. And you can't because your internet service provider decides to be unreliable. So I'm leaving this in. It's like because it actually is serving as documentation for like how long it takes for this situation to resolve itself. And this happened at... maybe I will edit this out somehow. Like, it's going through its reboot process. Trust me, I don't have an internet splitter or anything of that sort. It's like it's a direct line. So again, we're just waiting. All right. All right, it's back. So that was an unusual circumstance. So we're actually going to miss out on that little accolade that will defeat the Gorn boss in the canyon. So, which is annoying, but that kind of is what it is there. I mean, because you got all these little side things that happen around Nimbus 3. But this does serve as documentation of, like, basically when it goes down, when my internet went down, and how long it took for it to come back up. And this is me recording something just off stream. So and more often than not, this happens in the mornings. It's happened once in the evening, which is really problematic because that's when I'm often working, when there is work, and I stream in the evenings. But hey, this is why we do it live to hard drive in this case. So yeah, y'all experience what I'm experiencing. Of course, you can find me live every night on Twitch, speaking of streaming in the evening. Twitch.tv/RichCast, and of course all links are in the description. Would be great if we load right it in and that Gorn is still there. That would be awesome. But Well, we're in the thick of it now. What a terrible spot to respawn in. I mean, so we definitely missed out on the big Gorn chief engineer. We nearly had him too when my internet borked out on me in the middle of this recording. It sucks, but the satellite connection should be weak enough for us to override. Oh no, we get another shot at it. We get another shot at him. Excellent. We get the additional shot. We get another shot. Okay, so we're getting real tired of having rocks chucked at me. Alright, so we get some big weapons. And I know we're going to get to a spot where we can actually swap out and upgrade gear for our crew. As more rocks are getting chucked at us every which way. Like this, blast them, and you see the rock. Seriously, those Gorn up top, they can chuck rocks a long way. You saw where that one was coming in from. That was coming from a couple from a good long distance. Getting plenty of disruptor blast weapons. It's like this. Take them out one by one by one. Alright. Now there should be a transporter in here. So we nearly have them all. And what was the mass problem equation here? You manage to access the main data for the satellite control. You can take control of the frequency through here once you break the security lockout. It would appear the code is set so that the numbers are double the value of the numbers above them. So 5, 10, 20, 40. Access granted, communication subroutine suspended, security overrides accepted, perimeter access granted, display an uplink location. The base has been located. So it looks like we can follow those cables out of the canyon. I think they'll lead us to the doors, to the control for the safety doors. You would be right about that. But time to do some Some upgrades of sorts. Actually, I like the current shield that I have equipped there. Actually, wait. Do I gotta... That's a much better Tetrion rifle. Alright, so... Do we got better armor for him? No, we do not, but we can give him a better shield. Scarvin! Well, he has a tier 6 weapon. Armor is questionable. Shield is what it is. Temet, we can give her a weapon upgrade. And Tarsi as well. And might as well just unload some stuff. I can change that out, okay. What we got in the inventory here? Oh wait, actually, the Overwatch one that we have equipped is actually the better one. And since we're not an engineer... the kit frame, improving health regen. Alright, that works. Anything we don't need. Destroy the tribbles. Tribbles can be very, very, very problematic. It's a turret. Do I want to throw... Not as good as having that phaser bank behind us. But... fuck it. We're essentially... wait. The next mission, do we fight a scimitar in that? I think we do. Anyway, let's continue our long journey. For the record, this mission probably could have been finished about 10 minutes ago. But, as you saw, the internet went down in the middle of the recording. And I'm of course, contemplating editing that part out, but, you know, at the same time, leaving it in. At least I see the trials and tribulations, and there's freaking proof. Satellite door is unlocked. We shall travel to the satellite. Oh yeah, pressing and holding Y will holster your weapon. Ooh, my Tetrion rifle is so shiny. It's like a Pokemon. I'm about to say, who's not behind us? Now, I think this one, the optional boss, or like mini boss that pops out, is like a Romulan commander. So we're at the satellite tower. Like, no! Don't you vomit on me! You don't even know me! Not sure how it will be okay for you to vomit on me, even if you did know me. But still, it's the principle of the thing. And it does apply like a slow status effect. Do 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 do. Now, one thing we first want to do is circle behind it, because the last transporter is here. It's a Nimbus Jaunt. So now, essentially what this is means I can just transport anywhere on Nimbus 3. Like the major points, because there are like little side things. Sir, I think we located the satellites and the access door.
You hear me? You survived the Gorn and found Hakim's base.
Yes, I did.
Well and truly impressed. I've been thinking about something. There isn't anything left for me here on Nimbus. With your permission, I'd like to join your crew and help you stop Hakim once and for all.
Congratulations, Commander.
We are promoted. Now, Captain skills. I think you need to be Captain or Admiral for those, so... missing journals. Incoming hails. I think it's Franklin Drake. There we go. Everything points to the communication array as the hub of the Tal'Shiar activity on Nimbus 3. There have been reports of disappearances in the vicinity that have been related, and they have to be related. The Tal'Shiar have been taking people from all over. It makes sense that they're doing it here too. It's time to find out what's going on inside that comm relay. Get ready, Commander. I don't think this is going to be easy. But we get cannons and stuff.
Until next time.
And because bitches love cannons. In we go. So the facility could be the key to understanding what the Tal'Shiar are doing on this planet. This is about more than the Thalaron triggers. If it wasn't, they would have left once they learned the triggers were gone. We need to get inside and find out what their real goals are. Any ideas of where to go from here? This looks like an elevator, so my guess is that we head down. If the Tal'Shiar are going through this much trouble to hide and isolate this facility, it's sure a bet that they'll be guarding it. As soon as the Tal'Shiar know that we're here, we'll be fighting for our lives. A stealth approach would be best, and if any alarm trigger, we need to deal with them quickly. Big difference from the PC side. Obviously, you can't really get the front approach, change the camera angle that way, but still. Who are you? I'm the police. Man, fuck the police. Not now, Ice Cube. Sir, there's an alarm system in this room. We have to deactivate it before the Tal'Shiar are sent here. The alarm in this area has been shut down. We don't have all the data yet, Commander, but the Tal'Shiar seem to be conducting experiments here. We should investigate. Any proof we can get of Tal'Shiar wrongdoing is valuable. And while we're here... It's a Borg assimilation room. So what is happening in there? You asking me?
Subjects are reacting well to the indoctrination.
Indoctrination? The Reapers are coming. Oh, you think I'm kidding about the Borg stuff? I'm not, because there is a big at least going back to like the early mid 90s and a lot of the Star Trek novels, there's been a connection between the Romulans and the Borg. I think William Shatner had a good portion to do with that with the book The Return.
We had a few casualties, as we expected. But those that survived should be able to start phase 3 by the end of the week.
The people force to be right. There's a license in the room. We have to disable it. Like, how that alarm went off, I do not know.
Proceed carefully. This patient hasn't responded well to the treatments.
They're working on the Gorn and the Orions.
Critical.
Random looking into the camera is random. What did we just see? Are the Tal'Shiar experimenting on people? What could they possibly hope to accomplish with these atrocities? We need to press forward to find out. It's time for answers. Tricorder readings say the room up ahead is a laboratory. We should take a look. We might find out more about what's going on here. Sup, bitches? There's an alarm in this room. We have to shut it down. Alright, and again, if you are doing the Romulan version of events, you will find the sister of your first officer from the Romulan side. But this is here is someone you pops up later on.
The light. It hurts my eyes. Can you turn it down, please? It's too bright in here.
Tell me what happened.
I was in a shuttle. There were Tal'Shiar attacking my colony. There was a blinding light and a noise that vibrated the cabin like it was coming apart. Then there was blackness. I woke up here. They keep asking me questions. Questions about things I don't know. Why didn't they just let me die?
Because Star Trek Online essentially ripped off Mass Effect as relates to the everything involving the Iconians. Let's get you out of here. Think about it. Hakeem is basically a Saren to an extent.
You're not Tal'Shiar. Are you here to take me home?
Yes, tell me who you are.
My name is Rena Kev. I was working on a freighter, the Usakan. We haul anything we can to make some latinum with. We had an offer to take a load of techosite to Gasco Station. My captain didn't like it. We heard there was trouble in that area, but we needed the work, so the Tal'Shiar were waiting for us.
Again, Gasco Station is a mission on the Romulan story arc side, so you actually raid that particular facility.
Captain Sarah let them board. Said they could inspect our cargo and manifest, but they killed him. And then they started shooting everyone else. I don't know why they kept me alive, but they kept asking me questions about terrorists and the Republic and my brother. They said he did such awful things, that he smuggled weapons and killed people. But I know him. I know none of it is true. They're the ones who are evil.
I don't know. When you really think about it, in an MMO like this, you basically are, eliminating individuals. You're taking weapons from one place to another. And you sell them and you get a profit. So, they have a point. Let's get you out of here. I think those are the only two characters that actually are plot related. The other two here are just randos.
Who are you? Are you here to hurt me again? Please, please. I'll tell you anything. Just tell me what you want.
Calm down. Tell me what you've done to you.
There were lights.
There are 4 lights.
Voices in my head. They were thoughts, but they weren't mine.
Again, the Mass Effect connection here and parallels is obvious.
One time they amputated my hand, and 2 days later they put it back. There were procedures, and I was awake. I could feel everything. I think they were doing some sort of test, but I don't know what they were for. I just want out of here.
We'll send you someplace safe. I like the fact that I got disposed with my weapon here.
No. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Oh, they changed this one to a character to a female. But clearly, the voice work is still of a male character. Well, we'll just say that it was a transition. That's how it is. Well, who are we to assume the gender of this Romulan? We're here to help. We won't hurt you.
They come in the night. I woke up and one of them was standing over my bed. How did he get in my room? What does it want? Just go home.
Let's get you out of here. So I think we need to get the person responsible for this madness here so we can confront them. There's a communication center in this facility. I'm sure the operatives were in regular contact with their commanders. If we send some false messages, perhaps we can convince someone to make an appearance. As the Tal'Shiar show up here. Believe there is another alarm thing, yeah, around the corner here. Sup, bitches? The alarm has been disabled. Scatter volleys. Get over here to the alarm to shut it down. There is a side ramp I could have walked up. Access to communications relay. Please make a selection of the following menus. View message, the status update. If we can alter this message and resend it, we might be able to lure whoever is in charge into a trap. Hassan of the Orion Syndicate was in possession of Tal'Shiar triggers, but I was unable to procure them. Com chatter interrogations of some of Hassan's workers have revealed that the triggers were purchased by a splinter group of Remans. I've analyzed all traffic in and out of the system, and a Reman vessel fled during the attempted raid on Hassan's fleet. All indications are that the triggers are off planet now. And the parameters of the Installation 18. Establish a base on the surface of Nimbus 3. Find and acquire Tal'Shiar triggers believed to be in the possession of an Orion Syndicate operative. Note, it is imperative to keep Tal'Shiar triggers out of the hands of our enemies. Keeping vital components for building these weapons off of the open market is a continuing goal of the Tal'Shiar. Prisoners of value will be sent to Installation 18. Combining Alachi interrogation and mind control techniques with our holographic conditioning has proven to be very successful in test cases. That research will continue at Installation 18. Several Alachi will be at the facility to facilitate this research. Prisoners who successfully resist combined conditioning will be given to the Alachi for their use. Take control of supply lines on Nimbus 3, currently being run by the Orion Syndicate. The population of Nimbus 3 relies on outside supplies for survival. Being the sole supplier of these goods will give us control of the planet without having to resort to a military occupation. Change access rights. So it is Epsilon 13 3 377. My memory is correct. Open for editing. Make changes. A son of the Orion Syndicate was in possession of Tal'Shiar trigger devices. I was able to procure them. Triggers were purchased for a modest fee and are ready for pickup from some of Hassan's workers located in the Nimbus system. All indications are that the triggers are in good condition. Sir, new life signs dead ahead, and they're not like anything we've seen before. Our Romulan allies have shared some data of a species known as the Alachi that have been attacking Republic settlements. These life signs are a match, and they're working with the Tal'Shiar. Perhaps we should attempt to detain one for questioning. And this is a boss fight, which on the PC side can be a bit of a pain in the ass, because the Alachi that you end up facing is a bit overpowered. Sup, bitches? Oh shit. Because you got the Romulan Commander, which is tough, and the Alachi is also a tough opponent. The Alachi is done quickly. Contain him in the force field. So they did nerf it on the console side. Now we have you. If you want to get out of here alive, you'll answer our questions. Let's start with something simple. Who? Stop him! Darcy, you're a terrible interrogator. Sir, that thing decided to kill itself rather than answer any of our questions. Why would it do that? I wish we could have learned more, but it looks like your plan worked. The Keeper reports that the entire Tal'Shiar fleet has arrived in orbit in response to the message we sent earlier. Now let's beam on up. So formally, this is where we meet Haki for the first time. Unless she shows up in a main story quest. Which I can't remember if he does or not. Or at least on the Emperor's Seal I'm missing, there might be a reference to him. Sir, we're being hailed by the flagship of the Tal'Shiar fleet.
Who are you? Will you be missed by anyone after I remove you from this universe?
Incoming hail from our new friends, Commander.
Good fight. I'm sure you're willing to turn a blind eye to a little salvage operation, aren't you?
Totally. There's another hail coming in, sir. Always good to offer a fellow Starfleet officer some assistance. Nimbus will be safer once the Tal'Shiar is gone. Colonel Hakiv is hailing us again.
This fight no longer interests me. Now that you've met my new allies, the Alachi, you understand just how precarious your position is. Run while you can.
Taking out the Deredex ships is kind of key here. Oh shit. You don't want to get too close to the Deredex ships because they love to draw a tractor beam and bombard you with torpedoes. Think that's all of them? Nope. There we go. Pretty simple. They did nerf this a lot on the console side, and I don't mind. The Tal'Shiar fleet has been destroyed, sir. Nimbus 3 will be better off without their influence, as would the Romulan Star Empire. Suggest we beam back to the surface and wrap things up. Well, let's beam on down. Like, beam on down! Come on down to the planet of galactic peace. Hang out with Horace Jones, the grandson of Cyrano Jones. Just, there are no tribbles, however, to be procured. Mr. Jones.
that's about all I can tell you. If you have a different question, come back later.
Have you heard the news?
What's been going on around here? I've been hearing strange reports that something major went down at the satellite array in the desert. Did you have anything to do with that?
You could say that. There was a secret Tal'Shiar base there.
I heard the Tal'Shiar boss man showed up in response to your actions. That true?
We don't need to worry about any Tal'Shiar coming here anymore.
Well, you sure know how to get things done. People had their doubts about you, but you showed them. Hassan's gone, the Gorn have been put in their place, and now the Tal'Shiar too? This keeps up and Nimbus will be a right nice place to live. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some latinum to collect from 2 of 8. I've been betting on you the entire time.
Horace Jones has our back. Enjoy your winnings.
Information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you.
I knew the Tal'Shiar were bad, but mind control, alien experiments, who knows what else they were doing to those poor people. They'll actually have to be stopped. I'll start making plans. Good work, Commander. Achievement! And we completed the Wasteland story arc. Ooh yeah.
Congratulations, Commander.
Alright. So we're making our way there. And let's refit the ship a bit here. We can throw some Tetrion weapons up front. We got the cannons. Ooh. I know people who actually look at this part will say, like, well, that ain't a smart way to do things. You don't want to mix and match like gear like that. Well, you want the best possible solution there. And not to mention having a phaser bank behind with the turret actually works a little bit better, because lining up torpedo shots is not easy. But that works out quite nicely. So, I forget, how the heck you beat him up here? I'll return to your ship. So the next time we do this, we will go back and we will be doing the mission that we also picked up, which was to actually meet with Empress Sela. But because of the proximity to both areas, it made more sense to do Nimbus first, because it's, you know, it's on the outskirts. You get the advantage and find out what's going along there. So anyway, with that said, thank you very much for watching. If you made it to the very end, be sure to leave your comments regarding the internet outage that's featured in this video. And be sure to come over to the Twitch channel, hang out. We do that nightly, or try to do it nightly. Have a great rest of your day, or evening, or afternoon, whichever the case may be. Tighten your friendship bracelets, stay safe, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!